My name is Scott Davis, and I'm here to talk about our Universal Connector for SAP. Among the many cool new features that were added to the Universal Automation Center in version 7.5, our SAP Guided User Enhancement is really a cool one to talk about. In this short clip, which we filmed during Stonebranch Online 2023, Peter Balliott, our CTO, Colin Coxage, our Director of Product, and I sit down and talk about what this means for our customers and how they can use it going forward. So let's go ahead and dive right in.
Absolutely. So, as you mentioned, we've had for many years a very full-featured SAP integration. But I think it's been very much directed at more the technical operations user. And what we're seeing, we talk about citizen automators and the democratization of IT, which is an ongoing thing and is, really a snowballing effect. So what we're seeing is that more and more of the sort of business class users that are traditional SAP users are wanting to use these automation capabilities. Yep. And having a technical viewpoint is a barrier. So we've really looked at what can we do to take that barrier away. Okay, so, and there's a couple of things, I know that the SAP experts in our organization are super excited about this. I'm not a SAP person myself, but they tell me, wow, this is, this is very much, the experience very close to what the SAP business user would have in the SAP product. So we're making it familiar, we're removing that barrier. But from my point of view, what I'm getting excited about is that during this process, we've looked at some different techniques for doing things within the UI that I think we're going to start to see us leverage in other areas in the product. So there's a couple of different techniques we've used for how we present data for the user that, we're going to migrate into other areas of the product because it's, a better way, more user-friendly, a little more modern ways of doing things.
One of the things that really struck me when I saw what you guys had built for this release is it very much brings them back to that experience that as a business user, as somebody who operates within SAP, it's the same look and feel, basically. Mm-hmm. So I think that's super important, and the techniques you're talking about, making it easier for non-technical people to do what they need to inside of the UAC ties directly into the citizen automator aspect that we've been talking about.
And it's also, one of the key things we did there is, we integrate in with SAP real-time. So as the user is entering values or needs a selection list, we're going back and forth with SAP to get those, which reduces the chance of error. The user doesn't have to know ahead of time what they have to enter in. And so that real-time querying back and forth with systems is one of the key things we're trying to implement more and more.
Yeah, it's a great, really tight integration with not just their ERP tools or HANA or Business Suite, but a lot of the other tools too, right? I mean, whether it's their business intelligence tools, their database tools, there's a whole bunch out there, which is really good.